What's up, everybody? Tim Anderson here, aka Renfell, often known as the Bearded Dwarven Princess, and today we're back for another LOTRO video, and I'm starting a new series which we're launching with this video, which is a LOTRO tourism series, where we're going to be exploring and discovering locations from the Lord of the Rings books and visiting them in the Lord of the Rings online MMORPG and showing you the diversity and vastness that this game has to offer. This is a huge game. It's been out for quite a few years now. It's my ultimate all-time favorite MMORPG. I've done a lot of content around this game, including the LOTRO Cooking in Real Life show, and this is just the next iteration, and we're starting off with one of the most iconic locations that you could ever think of, which is the Green Dragon Inn in Bywater here in Hobbiton. Now I'm here with my hobbit, Donovan Berendoon, which is Brandywine, here at the Green Dragon Inn, standing out front with this iconic poster, and we're going to go inside here in a minute and take a look around. We're also going to be visiting the hill, where we can look at Bag End. And we're going to talk about some of the other locations that we can find in this game and what we're going to be doing as this series progresses. But in the meantime, this being the first inaugural episode, we had to start in the Shire, because what better place than to come here at the start of it all, because no journey into Lord of the Rings Online is complete without a visit to Hobbiton and the Shire. So right off, one of the things I love about coming to the Green Dragon is just right around here we've got all of these, at the moment, we got party goers and festival stuff. We got apple crates. We got a little bit of a market going on. There's the well. This is all about the Farmer's Fair, which is going on right now. Which, by the way, if you haven't logged into the game in a while, now is the perfect time to get logged in, because the Farmer's Fair is going on. And there's a lot of cool stuff that you could do with the Farmer's Fair, like all the festivals. Look at all these fresh tomatoes and fruits and veggies. Man, I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast yet. And like any good hobbit, I need seconds and thirds. So let's go ahead and head on into the Green Dragon Inn. Take a look at the interior. Might not be as festive at the moment as it is in other settings and other times. Got some tankards sitting on the bench here. Some cloaks hanging on the wall. Over here as well from, tired hobbits and other travelers. Right inside we've got the namesake, the Green Dragon. Nice painting here. Looks like on canvas. And of course, there we go right there. The giant wooden tavern sign. We've got Barmy Rootnot, the tavern keep. Got, a storyteller. Have you come to hear a story? Well, sir, I might have. Typically, though, I tell stories as well. We've got some books over here. It's a nice little cozy place. Can we take a seat? I think if we back up here. I can't remember if you can sit on all of these. You can on some of these. That's good enough. All right, let's finish our exploration. We got some paintings of some hobbit holes here. Very quaint. Tankards and bookshelves. Oh, the food of the dragon is always fine. Indeed it is. There's an in-league member. Fireplace. We go down in here to the back. Check out the tankards in the pantry. Take a quick look. Tasty stuff. Now, the Green Dragon Inn is not the only place that you can see here. Ooh, what painting do we have on the wall here? Is that? I'm not sure what that is. It's some sort of a forest. That might be the old forest? Could be. Not sure. Hobbit on the wall. There's a boar's head. Another hobbit. That's Weathertop, I think. Very cool. Alright. Let's head out of here and let's go to the next location on our list for the Shire, which is going to be Bag End. Now, fair warning, Bag End can usually be a little laggy during festivals because of all the fireworks and stuff that are going off. We'll take a look. I don't know of anyone who doesn't have a little bit of lag when they get to Bag End. We'll see. Performance obviously is an issue that they are continually working on with Lord of the Rings Online. They just made a post recently. I'm recording this on August, whatever is today. What is the date today? 14th, 15th, something like that. 2022, and they are working on increasing. Oh, one of the things I love about the taverns here is like this one's called the Ivy Bush Inn, and I love how they've got these signposts that are incredibly well done with artwork all throughout the Shire when you visit a tavern. But up on the hill there, we're going to start to see things come into sight with the LODs. But that hill up above, that's the party grounds, which are always there. And moving up, we're going to start to see Bag End come into view as we get up there. Now we can actually go into Bag End as well. There's the lag I was talking about. You can hear the fireworks going off. It's all good. Alright, we're going to take a left. Gonna go up through in here. If you want to know where I'm at on the map, you can look here. It's called The Hill. And then we've got the party, which is always going on up through here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this goes to the party itself. That's the party tree. We can go down here and run around at your leisure, but we want to actually go up to Bag End proper. No admittance except on party business. Oh, I always love coming up here. There are some great views for screenshots. I've taken a lot of good screenshots up here over the years. Let's go ahead and hop off. Bag End. Oh, there's Lobelia Saxful Bag Ends. Why? You failure! How dare you destroy my fireworks! You come over here, there's some just beautiful gardens that you can explore here at Bag End, and then looking down over the scenery here, you can see out across Hobbiton. Now let's go inside though, because you can totally go inside of Bag End. I love it! It's a cool little horse. Now, this is in the process of being moved. There's another, the Green Dragon Inn tapestries. But this is very much sort of Bag End as somewhat as we've seen in the films from Peter Jackson, but also just very tastefully done here. Now, you can't explore all of it because some of it's been blocked off because, of course, this is during the party and Frodo's, Bilbo's off on his adventure and things are being moved out and so on and so forth. But you can't go all the way back in there, but you can duck into Bag End here and get a look at the kitchen and some of the sitting rooms and so on and so forth. So now it's a location that you can visit. As we exit out, this is, by the way, the perfect place for me to do my call to action and say, if this is your first time tuning in, great. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you always get updates like this in the future, because I do play LOTRO every single week. Fireworks going off in the background. Don't forget you can also support the channel with the super thanks down below. Just click that button, choose a donation amount, buy me a cup of coffee, buy me whatever you want, a Ferrari even. This channel is completely supported by the community. I've been full-time now for 3 months as of this recording. Thanks to all of you who have been doing support like that. You can always also join as a member of the Adventurers Guild down there for $2.99 a month. And you can tune in during live streams every morning and every evening Central Time and do super chats and stickers during live streams. And of course, if you want to go above and beyond, you can go to the Patreon page for the World of the Weave and the Void behind me. It's what I'm working on with my brother and my wife. It's a 5th edition tabletop setting, a point-and-click adventure game, and a book series. More can be found at weaveandvoid.com, or you can go to patreon.com/wanderinghermits and pick up a subscription. Now, there's one more location we need to visit before we completely wrap up our journey here. And we're going to take a slow, leisurely ride through Hobbiton here. And we're going to go back to Michel Delving, which is one of the classic locations from the books. And if you start a Hobbit character, you can eventually wind up in Michel Delving after you've run the introduction quests. This is Hobbiton itself, though. We're about to ride through a nice little hamlet here in the heart of the Shire. Very quaint, very beautiful. There's the Bywater Bridge. We're going to ride right through, however. Straight up to the stable master, and we're going to pick the horse for
a lovely day, isn't it?
Michel Delving. Let's take the slow route because I want to be able to show you guys the scenery as we ride. So Michel Delving is down here in the southwest of the zone. So we're going to be riding up through Waymeet and down in. If you've never played Lord of the Rings online before, I have a video out called Why I Think the Shire is the Best Starting Zone in this game. Why I think it's one of the best starting zones of any MMORPG I've ever played. Hopefully I remember to link that up there somewhere for those of you who want to take a look at that. There are several starting zones, obviously in Lord of the Rings Online, that you can choose from depending on the race, but for me, the Shire is always the best because there's just so much here, and I think a lot of that comes from the fact that when it comes to the material that they had to pull from when they were creating this game in the first place, there was more information out about the Shire than any other place in the world. So there was a rich, basically tapestry that they could pull from in order to create the visuals and the feel of the Shire. It very much feels like a home for hobbits. It's, you know, look at this, farm fields everywhere. You've got rolling hills. You've got basically all the things that Tolkien really loved about the outdoors. And now we're riding into Michel Delving here, and you're going to see a quaint little hobbit town, which is the heart of all things in the Shire. You've got all your Shire hobbit holes and so on and so forth. We've got the open market here in the middle, along with the auction hall. There's banks and so on and so forth. And eventually, we're going to wind up at the stables here. Kind of run down the hill here and get a better look. And there is, of course, another tavern here that we can go to. But if you've never done any of the Lord of the Rings content before, I would highly recommend that you start with a hobbit, because it is the most classic of the races that you can play. Now, it's not the only one, but I would suggest if you've never played this before, just to start with this starting area with this race, because then you can get a feel for what this game is going to offer you. This is one of my favorite destinations because the Bird and the Baby, which is named after the Eagle and the Child, which is the tavern in Oxford where Tolkien and C.S. Lewis and the other members of the Inklings used to meet and for their writers group. I went there when I was 19. It was my first trip out of the United States as a 19-year-old kid. It was the coolest trip I've ever taken in my life. It was what sparked a love of travel and adventure for me, and it was what really solidified in my mind that I wanted to be a writer full-time. And thankfully, I've been very blessed to pursue a full-time career as a writer, and I would love to credit Tolkien and C.S. Lewis for putting that spark in me and allowing me to pursue this passion, which is a pretty amazing career, to be honest with you. So that's the end of the first episode, ladies and gentlemen, of the, I don't know what we're going to call it yet, a LOTRO tourism series, Lord of the Rings tourism series in LOTRO, something along those lines. But it's basically we're going to be visiting different places in the game. We're going to go to places like Weathertop. We're going to go to places like Rivendell. We're going to look at the journey that Boromir took from Gondor to Rivendell and how long that took him, and we're going to show you that you can follow his footsteps and actually take the same route completely on the road that he took from Minas Tirith to Rivendell. You can actually ride the same roads that Boromir rode on his journey. We can follow in the footsteps of the Fellowship. We can go to Moria. We can visit the Trollshaws. We can go to all of these really cool places, the Paths of the Dead, so on and so forth. We're going to show all of that here in this new series on LOTRO. So please don't forget to follow along as we continue our journey. Hopefully we'll see you in game as well. Until next time, stay safe, everybody. Happy gaming.